Chaos Esports Club, they come in with the expectation of beating certain teams.
Yeah.
And this Full Metal Gaming team, this is a team that we looked at the start of the season. Okay, Chaos on paper is better than this team, but you have to play the matches for a reason. I mean, hey,
yeah.
your team, when you were in the rival series, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
They beat the teams they were supposed to, but you still had to fight with some other teams, so you know exactly how it is in a league play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be anything free for Chaos at all. FMG are going to bring it. They had a close series against Upper 90 last week, and I thought Turinturo, he's the player to watch right now. So let's see if he has what it takes to pop off and show up against this veteran Corrupted Gabe squad.
We keep saying it's Gabe's team. It is a veteran Corrupted Gabe squad, but at the same time, what we've seen over this past several months is this roster is Turoko's.
Definitely.
And Corrupted G and Mektos are tolerated in it right now, and need to see Turoko get others involved. Here comes Corrupted G challenging Turinturo, but Turinturo is up to the task. Out of the corner, chance for Buddy, but he can't control that ball or his car. Here comes Thunder, not able to get up in time to get a shot on. So Turoko will throw this to the corner, and he will try to lead Gabe downfield, but Turinturo took him out. Now Mektos, challenged by Buddy, and Turoko is all the way back. That ball will find Thunder, and it is Corrupted G who makes the stop.
The defense is just getting hammered down right now by FMG, trying their best to get something in. Thunder and Buddy, a dynamic duo that we've seen a lot so far in the rival series. They've been together for a while. They know how to string passes together and how to find each other on that pitch.
Now you talk about that duo, and of course Turoko and Mektos, how good they have been. In the 2v2 circuit, there is Corrupted G making a stop over the backboard, or over the crossbar, and now Mektos and Corrupted G, same spot, same time for the same ball. The ball still finds its way to Turoko, and Buddy makes the save. That's probably not where I would have gone with that ball, knowing Turoko is anywhere near the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Thunder's follow-up is blocked by Turoko. Turoko pops over Buddy, but that is possession away from Chaos now for the moment. So far, neither team has gotten a foothold, and actually, Full Metal Gaming have looked very solid on the offensive end. And for Chaos, they are having a little trouble getting set up, getting sustained pressure, and getting multiple shots.
I mean, I'm a fan of how Full Metal Gaming right now is approaching the midfield pressure coming out from Chaos. I think that they're contesting great shots, like just right there, Thunder getting in the face, and then now they have possession to try and get a counterattack. It's all about how early you can find a challenge in the midfield and deny any form of possession.
Turoko trying to get in front of that clear attempt from Buddy. And now Corrupted G throwing it at the backboard, hoping Buddy makes a mistake. He didn't get a clean touch on it. Mektos just pops this up. Turoko thought about it, but he will go back and wait for Turinturo's touch. Buddy gets to that ball just ahead of Corrupted G at the 2-minute mark. We thought these teams would take a ton of shots.
Yeah.
I mean, averaging more shots than anybody. Finally, Thunders finds the net.
Using that corner play, Thunder just throws it into Turinturo, who gets a great beat over Turoko here. And Thunder's there again. Great rotation, realizing it's going to be a give and go. I love that play, actually. That was super fundamental. And it's nice to see Full Metal Gaming really bringing it to a Chaos Gaming that we thought wasn't going to, you know, I guess just run all over him.
Turoko gets this ball out to center, and Mektos' shot is blocked by Thunder. Chaos was looking for a quick answer after a lengthy stalemate.
Yeah.
None coming, though. And now this out of the corner for Turoko to try and clear away, but Turinturo gets the better of him for the moment. Turoko again looking for Corrupted G, setting him up, and the shot is saved by Turinturo. Now we're seeing the Chaos offense in not quite its final form, but it's looking a lot more polished.
It's definitely more open to getting these infield passes and not just clearing it, hoping somebody can get a solo individual play. But right now, Chaos finding each other, breaking out a little bit more, and it took actually a conceding goal to start this, which is not what you want with a minute remaining.
Buddy and Thunder almost collided going for that ball, but Chaos not able to take advantage of the confusion, and Taroko will forego the corner boost for the moment, now take it over, and Corrupted G needs to get this ball out of his own end with 40 seconds left. Now it's Taroko. He's spending all of his boost to try and find Mektos, but he's not there because Thunder took him out. Now Turinturo looking to add to the lead, but it's blocked away by Taroko.
And the pressure keeps coming. That demo earlier was so vital in keeping everything on the other end and stalling right now. And here comes FMG. Turinturo is going to capitalize off of Gabe on the backboard. And just what a possession game from them.
Corrupted G trying to hang on the offensive end, realized he had to sprint back, and Turinturo just watching him like a hawk the whole way, and just waits for his touch, drops it in behind him. 2-0 the lead now for Full Metal Gaming. And as we mentioned during the European half of our Rival Series show today, predictions have not gone well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start thinking one way and then just go the opposite of how I feel. Because at this point, FMG are definitely representing why the Rival Series is such a thrill to watch. It's anybody's game. It is so close in competition. And Turinturo, Thunder, Buddy, what a performance from them.
What has gone well, as we've mentioned, as you've seen over the last 5 minutes or so, Full Metal Gaming's offense has gone very well, but the defense has been even better. And these are two teams that, again, they come in averaging, Full Metal Gaming averaging 10 shots a game. They're held under that, but more importantly, they don't allow many shots on the other side. They only allow teams about 6 or 7, and the game that you just saw definitely followed that trend.
I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be a warm-up game because, like you said, we thought it was going to be a shootout. We thought both teams were going to have great opportunities, just hammering everything they have at the net, but it hasn't been that way. And Gabe, I can't help but think to that last goal where he just tried to get it clear off the backboard. He could have gotten a double touch, and that just denied any momentum for them. And Chaos, they're struggling a little bit on finding clears and, you know, taking advantage of the midfield.
So now the task is very clear for Chaos Esports Club. They need offense, and they need to find it fast, because we've seen teams, they don't get started coming out of the gates in a series, and they never warm up at all. If that happens with Chaos, their season may be over.
Yeah. I mean, this is crucial. A very pivotal week for Chaos, and they need to show up in these two matches this week.
Yeah, they cannot be stuck looking ahead to Compadres thinking that Full Metal might have been an easier win, because they have proved to be anything but that. Corrupted G pops this up. It's not a very good clear. Turinturo trying to drop one down to Buddy. I think the Chaos defense might have been baiting them in a little bit, trying to go over top. That miss from Corrupted G is no bueno, however, and Corrupted G needs to get this away, and he does. Turinturo able to beat Corrupted G to his own corner boost, and he can work downfield. Buddy started to go. I don't think Turinturo told him how many touches he had, and very stark contrast to the last series we had, Turtle, where communication isn't what it needs to be right now. And now it's an open net the other way. Buddy should score, and he does not.
Wide open opportunity. Buddy had a chance there. Just puts it a little bit wide. Not able to get the follow-up, and that is rough. That could have been a great goal to start out the series, but here's Buddy again with a rebound shot. Turo's there to finish it off, and he gets redemption.
That is what this offense is supposed to look like, and that is brilliant, moving back and forth across the net. Two cars with anchors on their tires, not able to get up off the ground. 1-0, 1 minute in.
And that's something that I did see a lot from Chaos EC when I was watching their replays. It's something that is a common theme in Rival League. You know, you got to have a defense that's rotating into the midfield above the net instead of having it form an assembly line, going behind the goalkeeper. Try and move into space, challenge everywhere on the field that you can, and don't overcross your teammates.
This man made 10 saves in the Rival Series. He knows what he's talking about.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Here is Thunder. Looking for Buddy, and Thunder will take the shot himself, and the shot is off the corner. I did my homework, Turtle.
You know what? That hurts me, man. That hurts deep in my soul.
Here is Buddy again. That gets through Taroko. Full Metal Gaming trying to set up shop in the offensive end again, but Taroko, well done. You get that ball out wide to Corrupted G, but Taroko being there on the back wall, you can't pass the ball to him. He can't score from there. Well, okay, he can score from there, but he's not going to on that play.
A lot of solo plays coming out from both teams. And right now, FMG, the defense is still as strong as ever. Not letting up. Great rotations. And Chaos are getting a little bit stumbled, frustrated, and the mentality is wearing down on them right now.
Out from the corner, it will be Turinturo to intercept. Thunda on his way back still turns and makes Corrupted G's life a little difficult. So that ball will drop down into the middle, and Turinturo saw it coming the whole way. That's well defended as a team by Full Metal Gaming, and they continue to frustrate and stifle Chaos Esports Club. Now it's Thunda waiting for that ball. It never got to him. Well intercepted by Chaos. Mektos watching Buddy, but he needs Corrupted G to come on, and instead Mektos takes the challenge himself. Again, disjointed on both halves of the field, and as a result, Full Metal Gaming get themselves out of a pickle.
I mean, even after Chaos can win a challenge, it seems like there's no intent on how you can integrate step 2 of the plan and get a pass across the net. You just go for a challenge, then rotate out, that's it. You gotta have more intention behind your play.
Corrupted G battling with Buddy. Can get through to play the ball once, but not twice. Very well defended by Full Metal up to that point, and finally Taroko's seen enough. It's like, okay, fine, it's the Taroko show, and he scores.
Maybe this will change and spark the offense that we've been wanting to see from Chaos. Taroko outbeating any defender there. Great pace, and yet it still feels a bit empty on their side.
We tried to give him the advice, hey, trust your teammates, but after 8 minutes of literal nothing happening, has seen enough. So now, we will see Taroko in Taroko mode, and that is actually pretty dangerous for Full Metal Gaming if they can't stop him. Here goes Corrupted G and Taroko. All 3 cars looked like they were going the same direction towards the ball, but finally, Chaos at least gets this ball down to the corner, but they can't play it any further than that. Nowhere near the center of the net, and they will reset with a minute to go. It will be Taroko, able to get around Turinturo. Corrupted G had Taroko streaking downfield. Now Corrupted will play this to the opposite corner, but waiting for it is Turinturo, and he just rockets one right by Gabe. Buddy off the ceiling, that wasn't well controlled. Corrupted G's got to play this, and he never did. Buddy instead cuts in front, and the possession remains for Full Metal.
I mean, even when Chaos try and break out, they get one, maybe 2 pass clears, and even then it's rare. They can't find any form of possession. They're just hitting it to open space that FMG is waiting in the backfield. They're respecting them a lot, which is coming out to be an advantage for them actually in this game, because Corrupted G right here, what's he gonna do? He's got a solo play, gets it past one, but here comes the defender just with an easy clear, nobody following up.
Corrupted G batted out of the air by Thunda on that play, and there was no follow-up. Final seconds have ticked off the clock, and we will go to overtime in game 2. It never felt like either team was a threat to end that game in regulation over the final minute. Now off this kickoff, teams get to reset, but as conservatively as they played Turtle, when you get to overtime, I imagine, especially in a league, these overtimes tend to be very defensive as well.
Oh, definitely, but I feel like that's one of the mistakes that every team can slip into so easily, is just try and play not to concede instead of trying to force and make a risk. Overtime risks, while they're rare, I feel like the success rate is so much higher because nobody's willing to go for it. It's a surprise.
Taroko had a tough time with that ball in the corner. Mektos is there. The demo on Corrupted G on the backside has opened things up for FMG. Turinturo's going to leave that for Thunda. And that is the extent of the FMG attack until Gabe misses this. And now a chance, Turinturo trying to read that off Taroko. Easier said than done. Taroko to Mektos, intercepted by Buddy. And again, the midfield defense of Full Metal Gaming stops Chaos in its tracks.
And a big part of that comes down to Corrupted Gabe, the veteran. I feel like I'm just not seeing any solid clears or hits coming out from him on the defensive side, even when he does push up. I mean, we need to see more from this man and try and thread some passes together and get it out of your half, because you can't survive in that pressure and that starvation for much longer.
Turoko throws it all the way across. Mektos is there waiting, but Turinturo is right there, and now Thunda will back up the play, and there is not a whole lot happening on Chaos's offensive end. They will try again. Mektos out of boost, out of control, and so it will be Turoko to try instead. And he does have boost. He's got a lot of it. He even stole some more, but now the play is away from him, and
Great chance.
defense has to come through, and they do.
Turo still in the corner though. The rotation, actually a miss hit, gives away possession, but thankfully Buddy's here with a miss, and that's an opportunity for Turoko, but he doesn't even hit it. He had the open net, the opportunity, and he didn't find it.
That is a golden opportunity that was missed by Chaos. Turoko's going to be kicking himself for the rest of the season if they do not win this game here. Mektos can't follow this as Turinturo is there. Corrupted G, bar down and away. The Rocket League gods have spoken, and they speak very unfavorably of Chaos.
Even then, is it even unfavorably? Because it looked like a pinch. If that would have gone in, it would have been fortunate for Chaos, but they also see the ball get so close to going in. Are they going to get too desperate? And will we see an offense get too over-aggressive here?
Mektos with Turinturo just casually waiting in the net to challenge him. Turoko does not get a piece, and now here comes FMG. Turinturo has nothing in the tank, still gets that off to the corner, but his teammates had backed off.
And what a great job from Turo there. No boost, still manages to get past one of them, stalls for his teammates to rotate in, and now the possession is still on for them.
Thunda, that ball will be centered, but it finds Mektos. That first touch going to get away from him, though. That touch, however, does not. Buddy played it right into him, and they could pay the price. Corrupted G coming on, and again at midfield, Thunda just a little bit faster. Now Mektos, he's got Turoko downfield, and Thunda again. He is just jumping in front of everybody on the defensive end, even at midfield.
Double.
And he's made a huge difference. Buddy misses on the double, and now Turinturo. Can he climb? No, Turoko's there. He'll find Mektos. That's wide. Follow up though, should have a shoot at it, and it's still saved by Buddy.
Goal line save again. This time it wasn't even the crossbar. An actual player made the save. And here they are, the counterattacks. It is just constant back and forth. Who can get this counterattack and find some kind of opening to end this game 2?
Captain's log, day number 30. The teams continue to battle. No end in sight. It is Turoko rushing back, needs Mektos to take over. He does, but he misses that ball, so Turoko can take over. His shot on target will be sent away by Thunda. Chaos have tried to just throw the ball at the net and capitalize on rebound opportunities. So far, they have not been able to cash in. Mektos tried to get that midfield boost as it spawned, but he could not, and then it goes all the way back to the other end.
Oh, what a bounce.
That is a tough ball to read, and Corrupted G gets in the way of the shot.
A favorable bounce for FMG. Can't exploit it at all. Thankfully, Chaos hang on, and this is a 5-minute overtime. We've officially played 2 games right now in this one, game 2.
This season alone, we've seen overtimes up around the 7 and 8 minute marks. And this one has had some great opportunities to close. Here's another, if Turoko can get onto this, he can. Corrupted G wins it in overtime.
It's about time an opportunity came through that Chaos could finish. Corrupted G, the man I've been waiting for, makes a statement here in overtime and finishes off in another great corner bounce, but this time for Chaos.
Chaos absolutely needed that game just from a mental standpoint. They needed that game simply because if they lost with all the opportunities they had, you might as well have finished off their season right there. They would have lost this series. They might have gone on and tilted off the face of the earth later on tonight, but that didn't happen. They won. Now the series is 1-1.
It was close.
The teams get a minute to reset.
They had, Chaos had so many opportunities to finish that out earlier, and they just weren't connecting. And I thought FMG was going to take advantage of that because the desperation coming out from Chaos, you could see it. They're pushing up so much, starting to get a little bit tilted, but thankfully they get a nice bounce. FMG, if they could have maybe had a counterattack here and there, they had double the shots almost. The Chaos with 9, FMG with 16. It was a close match, and that was crazy.
You can tell it's a point of emphasis for FMG that they want to try and intercept a lot of these kind of jump balls in midfield. Guys are waiting for the ball to come to them, and you've got a defender from FMG jumping in front. It looks like kind of the lower levels of youth soccer where you got a coach screaming, no, go attack the ball, and they don't, and that's what happens. Yeah,
I mean, FMG, I felt like they were dominant throughout most of that game, and yet Chaos are standing strong. FMG, great challenges like you said, Stacks, but still no result. We're 1-1 in the series. Who can start to take the lead right now?
Well, after an extra game's worth of overtime, now they reset as though nothing happened. It is Taroko. That'll be played by Turinturo, but not cleared. So Buddy will have to come in and assist. Now Buddy trying to throw that ball all the way across for Thunder. Taroko is already up for it. And Corrupted G will look to center this for Mektos. Mektos waiting very patiently, and he does not come up as the clear from Thunder kind of hindered the attack.
Yeah, I can already see more aggression from Chaos. Pushing up, that third man is getting farther past the midfield line, which in my opinion, I love to see it. I love the aggression. Just got to make sure that you have somebody rotating back and can make that challenge if you are the third man. Here comes Mektos, so much space in the air, goes for the flip reset. Almost gets it. He had the set, can't finish on the shot.
Now it's Taroko battled by Thunder. And Turinturo gets around Corrupted G. Does not get around Mektos. That ball will have to go all the way across for Buddy. Now Taroko back the other way. I think Taroko kind of got spun out there on his way down the field. Turinturo read well by Mektos. That keeps the ball in the zone. Taroko will come on looking for their first lead outside of scoring the game winner, and they do not get it. Now Taroko, yet again challenged by Turinturo. And again, Full Metal Gaming have stopped Chaos from getting too comfortable on the offensive end.
And just right there, we saw Thunder. He's so pushed up on the defensive side in midfield, but it's great because he's denying any opportunity for getting a shot. And again, right there, look at him. Thunder, his second challenge, blocking every single shot coming through for Chaos. And they can't even get one that's, floating towards the net.
Buddy coming across to make that save on a blistering shot from Corrupted G. You talked about it earlier, Turtle, with the assembly line style defense.
Yeah.
You're not seeing that from FMG. They are being very aggressive. They are attacking outward from the goal. And as a result, they're not giving up a ton of opportunity, even despite the lengthy back and forth
And
play.
it really helps keep possession because you're able to start a play from the midfield line if you can win that challenge versus, the back of the net.
Buddy has given that ball away, and Mektos will never score an easier goal in his life. 1-0 to Chaos.
Just when we compliment their defense, here comes a demo, but Buddy also can't even make the touch, and that's a dagger. That hurts.
That does hurt because goals have come few and far between. It has been a real grind to get one into the net, and that one is a freebie given to Chaos Esports Club, but Taroko and Mektos having trouble with this. It is eventually pinched downfield, and now Thunder try to slow play against Taroko. He's seen every trick in the book multiple times. It ain't gonna work. Mektos looking for Taroko again, intercepted by Turinturo. And again, this is where that aggressive defense will work wonders for FMG. They don't have to wait as long as most other teams to get back on the offensive end. The problem is, it also works the other way around when nobody's able to get back.
You're too aggressive. Gabe beating out Buddy on the wall there, and this is where, like you said, if you're too aggressive, you give away a lot of free nets. I think G2 implements that style a lot where they have that third man being aggressive. They don't want to have to challenge on their goal line. They want to do it in midfield, and sometimes if you can't make that challenge, then that means the other team are just going to run away with a free open net, and Chaos do so right there.
Turinturo gets that ball over Mektos, so it is Taroko who has to make the stop. Well, he does not get rid of this ball. Mektos will try. Buddy is still in the way, and now Taroko will clear it all the way downfield. Thunda was waiting to maybe bring that ball back across from the weak side, but it never got there thanks to the defense of Taroko, the leader of this Chaos club. Now Turinturo will slow play this. Taroko was waiting for a sloppy play.
What a flick.
And Turinturo has managed to get downfield quite easily by himself, but he hasn't had support. They almost give up another on a counterattack to Chaos.
And that was a scary opportunity for Chaos if you're FMG. More over-aggression from the defense. Chaos doing a great job of understanding what they're doing wrong, pushing up a little bit more, and winning challenges. And what a pass from Mektos, and it didn't connect. Whoever intercepted that, I didn't catch the name, but that was a great positional play. And just, is that gonna roll it? Turinturo, hello? He's gonna take that.
Yeah, why not? When you're given a free goal, you might as well take it.
Yeah.
That challenge there by
the
Mektos,
bumps.
and of course Turinturo and Corrupted G hung up in the corner.
Yeah.
As you saw, Taroko still almost got there, but the lead is cut to 1 by FMG, and it did feel a little bit like a gift all the same. A lot of cheap goals in this series as we have gone on.
Yeah, huge difference. Before it was almost, a goal was so scarce to come by. And now it seems like both teams are giving them away, but here's Turo beating out the defender, and a great shot on net.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is the kind of offensive breakout we've been looking for Full Metal Gaming, and they deliver. They get a cheap one earlier, and now, seconds later, they have tied this game.
And just like that, they're back in it. A great counterattack using everybody on your team, and you're back in it with 33 seconds left. Here's another chance. It's an open net. Tarako's thankfully rotating back as the third man.
Corrupted G will play this indirect for himself. Got another touch off the backboard, and that is defended by Thunda. Now Turinturo, he will take his time. He knew he was going to take a demo, so he made sure to get rid of this ball as much as he could. Taroko coming on, Buddy with a clear, but it's not out of harm's way. Closing seconds of regulation. Buddy again over towards Mektos, and Taroko will not play hero in game 3 just yet.
Who will break away and be the trailblazer of this series right now? 1-1 in the series. I mean, this is such a crucial moment right now. The momentum has been there for both teams. They're individually fighting, I'd say, pretty equal at this point. Chaos has definitely found their way back into the series from a dominant FMG, and it's overtime.
The pendulum will greatly swing one way or the other. When this next goal is scored, the winner will be on match point, and that save made by Mektos ensures that it won't be Full Metal just yet. Corrupted G out around the corner, blocked off by Buddy. Turinturo coming on, but Mektos goes way over top of him and goes through Thunda, but could not land in time to play that cleanly. He still got the pass off to Taroko, a master class in recovery by Mektos.
That third man rotating in, Turo needed to get some kind of a touch on that challenge. Taroko's just gonna say, hey, I'm gonna take this free open net again. And wow, that overtime, I can't get over it because it felt so evenly matched. I didn't know who was gonna run away with it because at one point I saw Chaos break out, and then FMG, they take it back at the end of the series, or excuse me, the game, and I thought they were gonna have the momentum to end that overtime.
2 overtimes have gone the way of Chaos, and you wouldn't have expected it. The way this series has gone, you wouldn't have expected that game to go to overtime because it looked like Chaos had got back in the driver's seat. It looked like they had control of that game and maybe the series. They did have to go to extra time, though. Just that little lapse of 10 or 15 seconds got FMG back in it.
And I noticed right away as the game began, I saw that all 3 players pushing up, the third man back. I think that's such a crucial moment to see how a team's playing. You look at the third man, see where he's positioned. If he's all the way back, that means he's respecting the team. He's trying to play a little bit more passive, maybe go for some big clears, and he's expecting a team not to dribble out. But there, we saw, whoever the third man was for Chaos constantly pushing up past the midfield line, keeping the pressure in, and relieving a lot of that tension so that his teammates can rotate back, get some boost, and come back in.
I think what they're trying to do, Chaos, is get Corrupted G to play a little bit less like kind of an anchor and third man and more like a torment, someone who's more involved in the offense. And if they can get that going, if they can get Corrupted G pushed upfield, this does become a very, very different team. He's got 2 goals and an assist, and now Chaos is 1 win away from coming back to take down FMG.
Match point for Chaos Esports, or excuse me, not Chaos Esports. I've been messing up so many names lately. Chaos EC.
Well, yes, Chaos Esports Club.
But I didn't say the club, okay? Not the full name.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get every piece.
You were technically incorrect. Worst kind of incorrect.
I've been nervous, man, with all these names, but it's match point for them. See if they can be the same level of aggressiveness and not back down to FMG, even with their explosive counterattacks that we saw last game.
Buddy has Thunder downfield, but Thunder could not get a piece of Taroko. Loose ball out in front. Turinturo running on, and he pushed it well wide. Follow up from Thunder now, just over Turinturo. That went wide as well. Now Buddy will try. Back and forth, left to right they go. Eventually hoping for something to open up. Maybe on their 5th chance opportunity, they might get something. No, finally Mektos gets at least out towards midfield. But again, FMG pick it up where they left off earlier in the series.
Yeah.
Getting back on them at midfield and bringing the pressure back. That ball is missed though, and Turinturo can't afford to miss too many more like that. Buddy out of his own corner has conceded the boost to Mektos, so Thunder won't have any off that respawn, and now Mektos has to get all the way back to play that away. Corrupted G.
Oh, what a demo.
Well, and it will instead fall to Taroko. The demo's a great play, but there's nobody coming up to support it.
And that's surprising because FMG usually so aggressive, but now we see 2 in net, both flat-footed, barely managed to get the save, and Buddy trying to find a challenge. A bit of a disorganization from FMG. Surprisingly, they get scored on.
It is Thunder trying to play this one out. Buddy blocked by Corrupted G. So again, FMG have to work from their own defensive end. They owned the first minute of this game. Now it is Chaos's turn. And now we're in the 3rd minute. So what can Thunder do? He can find Turinturo? No. Well defended by Corrupted G. And they got a demo as well.
That goes.
Taroko, I believe it was. Taroko back in the play. Corrupted G looking for Taroko, and instead finding Turinturo, well defended by FMG. Now Buddy. That ball crept up on him in a hurry, but he is still on the backboard to clear this away. Backboard defense. The importance cannot be overstated. It is critical at this level. Mektos trying to kill that ball right in front and create an opportunity, by Corrupted G knew Buddy had that all the way.
Mektos, that first touch from him in the defensive end was amazing. He got the end of his car, and here comes with an air dribble, trying to get a dunk, sets up Turoko, and still no open opportunity, but the pressure has been there for Chaos EC.
Quick turn by Thunder. He's got Mektos chasing him, and Mektos does finally catch up. Corrupted G, backboard for Mektos, only Turinturo there to defend, and he can't catch up to it.
A blazing shot from Mektos. This was huge. I was a little bit worried that the setup from Gabe was perfect, but Mektos, he needed to hit that as hard as he could. Gets it in, 69 miles per hour hit. That is what you want to try and achieve off a backboard hit, because you got 2 people in net. All you got to focus on right there is speed.
If FMG cannot answer within about 100 seconds, they will have watched this series slip away. An opportunity after going up 1-0 in the series and having chances as the series went on, especially that lengthy Game 2 overtime. But now they find themselves facing match point against Chaos, and Chaos has the lead. Here's Taroko. He thought about going out, and he just got stuck on the wall, or decided to wait. And a good thing he did, because he can set up Corrupted G to be saved by Buddy.
And FMG, I mean, they get good setups, they get great challenges. I've complimented their defense all throughout the series. But where is that final step? Where is the finish, the pass coming across? Some kind of finalization to put the end to a play where it's in the back of the net. I'm not seeing that right now. They can't find it.
Chaos seem to have gone into the defensive shell. A prevent defense trying to prevent FMG from finding an equalizer. You thought goals were tough to come by before. try scoring now when nobody is trying to press the issue on offense. Turinturo trying to get around Corrupted G. He has, but now they've got to play it around Turoko. And they do get the ball away. Thunder coming on, tough angle, cut off by Corrupted G. 24 seconds remain. Turinturo around Mektos. He got the midfield boost. He also got that off of Turoko. And the demo, but Thunder could not score through the smoke. Now a chance from Buddy with 12 seconds. That's blocked away by Corrupted G. Turoko and Mektos, someone has to take over. It'll be Turoko. Has he done enough? Buddy does have a full tank of boost, but he doesn't have the ball. FMG has to go the length of the field, and Mektos just lets it go, and Chaos, against all odds, come back.